Peace and blessings. What it do? It's your homie DJ Young Samm, aka Got Damn Samm, and right now you're tuned in to the Old Me Died podcast. Yep. Had to start off with my morning ritual, man. Right now I'm drinking me some red tea. Shout out to Checkers for the cup. But yeah, your morning ritual. Everybody should have a morning ritual. And when I say morning ritual, I'm talking about when you get up in the morning, it's a set of things that you must do in order to mentally prepare you and spiritually prepare you for the world. My morning ritual is I wake up, pray, brush your teeth, do everything, wash your face and all that. Read, make sure I read a page or two from 3 different books. Maybe 2, but I make sure that I read my Bible every day. So that would be one of the main things. I make sure I make me some tea. At one point in time, I was drinking coffee, but then I had to get up off the coffee because I was like, man, it's too much sugar and caffeine and having that type of habit every day. So, at the same time, I'm growing like everybody else, but I told myself, I'm going to leave the coffee alone. So I went back to drinking teas. So that's what I've been on now. I've been on teas. I got a tea that I've been drinking, red tea. And it's been pretty good. It got like a hint of vanilla in it. So it's not sweet, but then you can taste that vanilla in it. So it works out. But so yeah, my morning ritual, I start off with reading, drinking me some tea, make sure I work out. Once I do those 3 things, I'm good. I can really tackle the day, because starting the day off without reading anything positive, like a positive affirmation or anything like that, you find yourself going out into the world and you're not even mentally or spiritually equipped to actually deal with things. And then you got to make sure that you're exercising, because you feel so much better right after the exercise. Going to go get that, right now after this, I'm finna go get me a run in. But after you get that run in, and then after that, you back home, you shower up, and you feeling ready to go ahead and take on any work. If you got to move any boxes, if you got to do anything, you feel physically right. And then the book got you mentally right. And, you done had your teas, your herbs, and, so then I make sure I take my elderberry, make sure I take my black seed oil. After I work out, I make sure I get me a smoothie. And that's most of the time I make my smoothies myself, but I also go to Smoothie King. But smoothie is very important, because I have me a smoothie in the morning, so it stops me from wanting to have a full breakfast. So that eases me on to where lunchtime come, I can give me a salad, I can give me a snack or something, and then be good for dinner. So those are my ways of starting my morning ritual. But the main point of the morning ritual is because this is something that's so important that must be done every day in order for you to feel like you function at 100%. So everybody should be aware of your morning ritual, and they should respect it. They should understand that, hey, when you reading or when you sitting down having your morning ritual time, it's not to be disturbed. And we all should do the same for others. When we see people having their morning ritual, you try not to disturb them. You got to make sure that you give them their quiet time, because, man, in 24 hours, you be having so much going on. And it's you got 6 to 8 hours you sleeping, and then you're probably working, 12 to 10 hours. So it's man, you got a lot going on in the world. And then if you got kids, you got to make sure you're taking kids to practice and making sure you go to the grocery store. It's so much that you got to do in 24 hours. So you got to at least take, I want to say, an hour, 30 minutes at the least, to just basically do your morning ritual. And that's having you some vitamins, having you a smoothie, some fruit in the morning, then reading something, listening to some affirmations, writing in your journal. That's another thing. I make sure that I write in my journal every day. I got a prayer journal, got scriptures at the bottom. So what I do is I write in it the date. Sometimes I put which part of the Bible I read that day. I write out my thoughts or whatever, thanking God for the day, thanking him for financial gain, thanking him for new business coming in, thanking him for new opportunities coming my way. And then I also put quotes in it of like from different books. So let's just say like if I read a certain book, like Think and Grow Rich, I make sure if it's something that really stand out to me that I feel like I want to tap into, then I put it into my journal also. So it's like, it's not really a journal where I'm just writing out everything that I'm feeling or whatever. It's like certain days I might do that, but the journal time is more so for me to write down my Bible scriptures, write down anything that's been told to me in these books that I know I need to remember daily. And then, you know, later on down the line, once I finish with my journal and be completely done, later I'll probably pass it down to my son. And I look at it as this is wisdom and life lessons that I'll be able to pass down to him in the future. And my daughter also. I don't know, I'm gonna have to probably make 2 copies or something or whatever, but this month of October is my 31 days of Proverbs. And I was thinking about all my homeboys and all my relatives and my son and everybody, and I was like, the men, my homeboy in Dallas, like all the men, I want to really dedicate this month and these podcast episodes to the men. Like, of course, women, you know, y'all gonna get this wisdom also too, because you're gonna learn things about men. This month, man, this one is for us. I'm gonna be sending out my Proverbs to certain people. Make sure y'all join the Elite Ones Instagram channel, and you'll be getting the daily Proverbs from me. And this is basically, I read the Proverbs and then I pretty much type up what I got from it and then send it out to a few people that I know, a few close ones that be on my mind. But definitely, man, I want y'all to look out for the men this month. Make sure y'all praying for them, congratulating them, you know, pushing them forward. Like, for real, man, because we go through a lot as men in life. So this is what I want to shine a light on for this episode and for the rest of this month, man. That's what we going to do, man. We representing, we going hard. We not letting nobody distract us, and we going to make sure they respect our morning ritual. Let's get it.